All right, we are live once again. How's it going? Time for another installment of RCS Live. As always, I am Nate Mumford, Director of Sales Engineering here, joined today by our Aquira traffic expert, Dawn Newberry. How's it going, Dawn?
Hey Nate, how are you? I'm good today.
I'm good. Are you ready to talk about Aquira packages?
I am.
Awesome. So here's what we're going to do first, a little bit of housekeeping to get out of the way. Don't forget, we have our new state-of-the-art offices over in White Plains, New York, just above New York City. I was actually hanging out there all last week with a bunch of in-person client meetings and demos, and it was so cool to get back and see everybody. That's awesome. So just curious, you want to go on there and talk about, whatever it is, G-Selector, Zeta, Aquira, Revma, RCS News. We have a full demo room there. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. Had some great conversations last week, so it's really, really cool. Want to talk about that. And of course, your studios as well. We want to showcase you on our social media. So if you want to be part of our, say, showcasing your Zeta environment, let us know. Reach out on social media. We'll post it there too. You can see a couple examples there on our social media right now. Don't forget your backups and data exchanges. Make sure those backup paths are working. Of course, we have RCS Cloud Disaster Recovery 2 to help you out for a next level redundancy. And beta users, always looking for beta users for G-Selector 5.1 and Zeta 5.21.2, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. That's just released, but the next version of Zeta is out there as well. And finally, we're going to be back on the road, as you've heard already a couple times this year. We're going to be at Texas Broadcasters. That's the beginning of August. So if you're going to be around in Texas, we will be there as well. And of course, I have our chat going over here, saying hi to everybody checking in. Thank you, Radio G. Thanks for checking in, everybody. And yeah, you can send your pictures over here too. Studio Spotlight. Send your pictures to marketing@rcsworks.com. That's there. And of course, you're wondering, our brand new facilities are located here over at 1 North Broadway, 14th floor in White Plains. So if you have any hate mail, you can send it to Nate at that address. Dawn, let's dive right into it and talk about Aquira packaging. So first things first, let's talk a little bit about what is Aquira packaging and why would a user want to incorporate that into their everyday traffic schedule?
Well, thanks for having me, Nate. I want to say that. And I want to say quickly, I want to make a special trip to come see the new offices. I haven't, so I can see the demo room. I heard it's really, really great.
Yeah.
So I want to come see that. But so packages are available in Aquira, which you're looking at, and they're also available in Aquira To Go, which I will touch on that as well while we're here. But packages are basically contracts that are created with predetermined criteria. Like you might have a football package. You'll see here, the few packages that I have. A football package during the football season that's going to pertain to only football. You might have holiday package. You might have, I have a couple of morning show packages. Maybe you have a new morning show and you want to promote that. You create these with the predetermined data.
It's essentially just for X number of dollars, you get this many spins, period.
Correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I kind of relate it to, in the retail world, you see these promotions, buy one, get one. You go to the cell phone store and they're like, come in before July 15th, you get 2 phones for $1,000. It's the exact same here. If you want this package during these dates, you're going to get, for instance, this package, Christmas in July, you're going to get 20 spots at $1,500. That's what you get.
Yeah.
And
with obviously football season, because we can't say certain words, but in football season coming up, you can create essentially, now is the time to a football package, right? So you can see here, Dawn's got the football package September of 2022, and you're essentially selling for the entire season. So for 150 spots for $15,000, you get the start and end dates for the entire football season, stuff like that. That's what we're talking about here.
Correct. And you can have packages for at any time for anything with all kinds of criteria, but they are predetermined. And that's so that these templates can be set up here in packages, and then they're going to be available to a radio sales rep who can then go out and pitch it to any client they have, and they'll have that template already set.
So show us where we can start to set up these packages, Dawn.
So here I'll show you in Aquira under the sales module in packages, and also in Aquira to go in packages. We'll look here at this package that I already have set up. In my descriptions, I have chosen to be real specific about what is in that package, because say a salesperson goes in and they want to sell a morning show package. I have several. I've chosen to put down this one is number 1 package, 2 a day, promos and traffic, so that they can easily go, okay, that's the one that I want. And then they can see that package. In Aquira, I previously set up what I call a generic advertiser for packaging.
Okay.
And this is really needed because I'm going to create the template, which is not booked to any specific advertiser at this point. But a generic one allows the sales rep to copy this, and then all they have to do is simply change it to the advertiser they want.
Nice.
So I've created this client, and when I create that client, the information is going to auto-populate. I have some fields that are going to kind of be defaults, but once this is copied and they choose the advertiser they want, then that advertiser's information is going to populate. But for the template, I put a miscellaneous product. I've assigned this template to these sales reps, but I can actually say, okay, only these sales reps are going to have access to this particular package. You can customize it that way.
And just to summarize so far here, so the idea of packaging is that we can essentially create X number of spots for a certain rate, and all we have to do is just change the advertiser, because again, Dawn's restaurant is going to buy this package, which is already defined. And if you do have, let's say, multiple salespeople for your station, and you have multiple stations in your cluster or your market, you can also identify that as well by saying, hey, this could be a WRCS FM package. These are assigned to Dawn. Then there's a KRCS FM package that's assigned to Nate, right? And
Correct.
by the way, we had C-Tip is checking in. How's it going, C-Tip? Thank you, checking in. Awesome. All right, Dawn, keep on going.
So we have this general information, and then here on the spot lines, this is the predetermined criteria. The sales manager may have said, this is what this package is going to contain. Here are these 2 per day in morning drive for these dates. You're going to get these spots. Here's the predetermined rate. Maybe they get these 2 traffic sponsorships in this package. And maybe also in this package, I've just thrown in some promos that can run for the morning show or for this particular advertiser. But that is the package. It's these 30 spots at $4,000. And that is what is going to be available to the salesperson. And they can choose any of these.
And remind me, Dawn, so if I have, let's just say, typically speaking, if there's like a discounted rate. So let's just say off the bat, if I have 30 spots, traditionally that would cost, let's just say based on your advertising rates, typically that's, I don't know, $7,500. But because it's a package, it's a discounted rate. So you just essentially define the spot count and you define the gross there, right?
Right. And you're correct. These packages are typically available at a reduced rate to the advertiser, just because it's kind of like a sale.
Well, you're buying up front. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. But it doesn't have to be. That's not a requirement, but typically that's how they go. But once these templates are set up, and here you'll see these are my active templates, the ones that are current right now. I can also show here in my quick search all the templates that I have created in my database, and I can delete any of these active ones, but maybe I want to keep this 2021 sales package for fall because I just want to copy it and use it for a fall 2022 package.
Yeah.
So you'll have those there as well.
So you can essentially, you can take existing packages, you can copy them, maybe change the rates on them. If you get, hopefully you get higher numbers, right? C-Tip, you get some higher numbers, you can up that rate a little bit, but you're not going to create it from scratch. Just duplicate the existing package and then call it, fall 2022, and you can bump up that gross.
Correct. So what happens when you have these templates? As a salesperson, you could go into packages here in Aquira, or you could go into it here in this remote portion, Aquira to go.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm a salesperson, maybe I'm out in the field. Let me log in
Yep.
and create this. And the beauty of this is the fact that as a salesperson, I don't have to spend time, recreating this. It's just already there for me, and it's really quick and efficient.
And again, we're going there to proposals.
Mm-hmm. And then here's my packages. If I want to display those, I can. If I don't, I can click that and unhide them. But these are all the packages that are active. And if I needed to, I can click on, the ones that I did have that were inactive.
Mm-hmm.
But typically you want to see the ones that are active. Here's my morning show package. I have identified that I want to now book a particular advertiser with morning show package number 1. Okay. I can just simply go here. I can copy it. Mm-hmm. And now it's going to ask me these different options. So based on my access as a sales rep, I may not be able to duplicate it to packages because I always want to make a proposal. I'm ready mm-hmm. for it to go through the process of approval.
Yeah.
And then here's a selection of, do you want to copy all the lines? It defaults to that, but maybe if this already has, I still call it cart numbers. If it has carts assigned, maybe mm-hmm. I don't want to copy that for this new advertiser. I'll click next, and then I'll click the salespeople, and it's going to create this proposal. And you'll see you get these messages that tell you it's working. And then here, just click and it's going to open for you.
There you go.
So when I've saved it and copied it, you'll see that it has copied with station client. But now all I'm going to do is go in, choose one of my advertisers as a sales rep.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to update everything. Again, if I didn't want to update the billing frequency to what is set for this particular client, I could uncheck that. But I want all my information for my new advertiser to default here. So now you'll see this is AT&T. You can go down here and see any of the information that was on that. You can see it's the 4,000 mm-hmm. with 30 spots.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it was. And then you can see that here's the spot lines. And this was the package that had the morning drive spots, mm-hmm. 10 of those. And I can look at that if I need to. And there's those morning drive spots.
Sweet. All remotely, by the way, in Aquira to go.
With the same dates. If I needed to, I could change those dates. If my radio station gives me access as a sales rep to change the dates, I could.
Mm-hmm.
Here's those traffic reports. So everything that you saw in that template is here. All I've done is change the advertiser, which makes it so easy. And then I just want to save it.
Yeah.
I just copy the advertiser, I save it, and now it goes down here into my unsubmitted proposals. It's actually mm-hmm. a proposal that's just going to wait for approval to be processed.
And at that point in time, then we take over the traditional approach, right? So at that point in time, it's proposal. We have to submit it. We get that stuff,
right, exactly. And it'll stay in unsubmitted. Then when I'm sure that the client's good, I can do my, we've gone over the signed confirmations. Mm-hmm. If I want to email it, I can do that from here. I can then send it to submitted, and it will go through that approval process and then become a live contract.
And if only, Dawn, there was some type of link where you can go and check out past videos on Aquira in our RCS Live archive. That's over at rcsworks.com/RCS-live over there as well. So I always kind of say, I give a little bit of window here for questions for Dawn and Aquira right now. So if anybody there, if let's see, Brian or let's see here, Steve, if you have any questions on there for us, let us know. I'll give you a couple seconds here to type. And if you've got questions for Dawn or myself, you can ask them right now. But again, we're talking about Aquira in packages. The idea that you can take a package that has a defined spot count with a defined gross on that, or budget, whatever you want to call it. And then from there, it has run dates, and it's a way for your salespeople to quickly say, I'm going to sell the football package September 2022. That includes 150 spots. $15,000. Boom, you make that sale. And just, all I have to do is change the advertiser. That's it. That's the beauty of it. And again, what Dawn was showing you is we can kind of do this both in Aquira, but don't forget it's also available remotely in Aquira to go as well.
Yep, you got it, Nate. And
let's see. Anything else? We're waiting kind of 15 seconds here for last call for questions. Anything else you want to mention in regards to the packages?
No, other than I think they're just a really efficient way to help salespeople, get a contract in. They can offer it to as many clients as long as they like, and every sales rep can use it. And it's just pretty efficient.
And if you're a classic salesperson and you ask, well, I know the package says it's for 30 spots, but can I sell 32 spots? As a traffic director, you can say the package is sold at 30 spots.
The package is the package. Yep.
I love it. Awesome. Thank you so much, Dawn. This is great. A quick and efficient way of selling your station. And we'll have you on soon as well. Talk about some really exciting things in Aquira. Don't forget, we have Aquira Cloud and other really, really cool enhancements coming down the pipeline for Aquira. Of course, if you have any questions for us, we're always around. Yes, thank you so much for checking in, everybody. And we'll see you. I'm actually going to be off next week because I'm taking my first vacation post-COVID.
Yay.
It's been a while, I know, right? And so we'll check back in a couple weeks over here with some brand new topics. Don't forget the archive over at rcsworks.com, RCS. Thank you so much. We'll see you. Okay.
Thanks, and enjoy your vacation.